Well, hello. It's your friendly neighborhood therapist. I'm a strong advocate for being a I shape this for the spirits, for the gods, for the universe, to manifest the things that I want in life.
Christy, what you doing, girl? Sit up, girlfriend.
I'm disabled, so sitting up is impossible, Kendra G.
Okay, well, I apologize.
Yep.
What I mean looking for a girl?
This is Chris Brown.
I'm really about to show y'all why we need to move out of America. Look at this. They're selling lion chops. They're taking exotic animals and cutting them up and putting them in our local grocery stores.
Welcome back to Unfiltered. Today we're taking a look at women having meltdowns after getting rejected, starting with this woman who went on a TikTok rant because her father-in-law asked her to do a few things around their newly built home.
Pissy. I get this text from my father-in-law. My father-in-law, not my husband. My father-in-law. I get this. Mind you, I did not build this house. My husband and my father-in-law built it, mainly my husband. I am very grateful for that. But this is what I come home to after working an entire shift on my feet all day that I now have to clean, even though I did not make this mess. Look at it. I now have to pick up everything off the floor, all of it. I have to clean this entire island, put all of their tools away, clean the entire, all this, everything off the floor. I have to get all of this. This is sawdust because they decided to cut things inside my house. And I have to get this all done tonight before my husband gets home so I can spend time.
Her husband built that house with his bare hands, and she still complained online, which is why she's now divorced and alone in an apartment.
Is the update. It's not a good one. It's not a fun one. It actually really sucks. But I'm going to keep it short and sweet. We had a long conversation a couple days ago, my husband and I, and we've come to the conclusion that the best thing for both of us is for this to end. So we are getting a divorce. We've been separated for the past couple days, obviously. We just have to put the legal actions into motion. But yes, we are getting a divorce.
She definitely went from teaching to selling OF content. But this bimbo in the next clip ended up on Kevin Samuels' show and got a harsh reality check.
It's coming from my experience with dating. You are telling women to stay in their place, to be submissive, to be soft, to stand behind their husbands, but they don't reciprocate the same thing. We can do all that and we still get
That's
Please tell me how's that.
what you focus on, you see. You focus on, so you see. A 50+% divorce rate in the country, and it's almost close to 60% of the black community, and 80 to 90% of the relationships, black women are leaving. You're leaving. You're home wrecking. You're breaking up the relationships. Men stay. Y'all leave.
Why do you think women are leaving?
Because you've been sold a Disney fantasy that you should be happy, instead of understanding that you have duty, honor, respect, and then you chose to be in a relationship, especially when you decided to make a baby with somebody. You need to stay for more than just yourself. French toast your happiness.
So I should settle?
Have you been married?
No, I haven't.
You plan on getting married?
I would like to.
What vows do you plan on taking?
I don't want to settle for nothing less.
What vows do you plan on taking?
I plan on...
For better, for worse, sickness and health, the rich or poor, till death do us part. Then he said about happy.
Yeah, that woman's attitude is definitely going to keep her single. This next clip shows a woman who got fired for trash-talking her job on TikTok.
I don't care if I get fired because of this. There's no way I would, but like, if any of my managers are watching this, keep scrolling. There's a few things that like different customers have said to me that have made me think like, girl, you're at a Chili's. 1, lemon in your water. This is a Chili's. It's not gonna make the water better and it's not gonna make the cup clean. 2, you want your steak butterflied? Am I saying that right? I don't know what that is. You're at a Chili's. I'm going to tell them what to do. They're not going to do it. And while we're at it, 3, I'm asking you how you want your steak cooked. It doesn't matter. It's a nicety. This is me being polite. You're going to get what you get. It will either be bleeding or overdone. Like, just, why are you getting a steak here? 3, you're telling me the bathroom's dirty? What isn't? This is a Chili's. So many times a day, I just want to say, hey, you're at Chili's. Hey, guess where you are? You're at Chili's. I got fired for it. My managers did not keep scrolling.
Then there's this woman who got wild after her boyfriend refused to help her push their broken down car. He just sat there and made her push it herself.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Let me help you out, man. Hold on, hold on. Who behind there? You pushing this by yourself? You need some help?
No, we ran out of gas.
Why you ain't out there pushing?
Because he ain't pushing because he gonna say
You bigger than me. Oh, hell no.
He gonna say I'm the biggest person, so I need to be pushing. He dumb as hell, man.
Oh, man, so you don't even need to be with that.
No, who you telling that, man? Come on, get out here. You the one should be pushing.
Yo, you got hurt pushing this car?
I can't help you push the car.
You got
Why
hurt
can't you
pushing.
help me put the car? You the one drive out all the gas. I can help you push it. Yo, that is so embarrassing. I told him, he gonna say since I'm the biggest person, I need to be pushing the car. You need to be pushing the damn car. You pushing nothing. You ask him to help you push.
No remorse from that man at all. Up next is a guy who has an issue with the term black queens.
With Rocky, do you want a black queen or do you not care about ethnicity?
First of all, the term black queen is a little pushing it, okay?
They are queens.
Just women. A queen has a kingdom and a throne and some authority, and I don't know too many black women that's got a kingdom, a throne, or any authority. So you throw that around, and men throw that around thinking, oh, he called me a queen. He called me a queen. I'ma love him. I'ma call him king. And men ain't kings either. You think these clowns is kings?
Would you consider yourself a king?
No, I don't have a kingdom or nothing, but I'm for real.
more like a
You
gesture,
talking about
right?
you? Now you make jokes, but I'm talking. This show is called Looking for a Real One. I'm the real one.
I actually see where he's coming from. Then we've got a woman complaining about Western women talking trash about foreign women who are taking Western men.
And I can promise you, we Asian women are happy to have your men and offer them everything they've been looking for. And you attack us Asian women too. You call us poor, uneducated, submissive, desperate women who are happy with your table scraps and rejects. But if you truly believe we were getting your leftovers, the men you don't want anyway, then why do you sound so angry and defensive about it? And try to shame men for finding happiness here. And what you call submissive is what we call being agreeable. Do I look uneducated, submissive, and desperate to you? Well, guess what? There are millions more like me over here, just waiting to have a shot at making your men happy.
I mean, she got a point.
Now this next clip is completely wild. This woman says she refuses to date anyone who's not a millionaire.
What do you do for a living?
I got my CDO license. I just finished that up.
How old are you?
21.
What's a CDO?
In shorter terms, I'm a truck driver.
I look like with a truck driver.
What you mean? What do you do for a living?
I'm a risk taker.
What's your type?
Millionaires.
Have you ever been with a millionaire?
No, but I'm gonna be.
So you mean to tell me you would rather spend all of your good years chasing a millionaire other than taking a chance with a 21-year-old that has his CDL license, probably got his own crib, own car?
Yeah, I'm chasing a bag. If you're not a millionaire, then you're not for me. I know what I bring to the table.
What do you have?
Not a Target bag.
Just threw a tomato at us, probably because of the way we're dressed. This is what we're wearing, but this is not. They threw a tomato at us. What the hell? Are we dressed like? Oh, I don't think so. What? High quality guys. Guys, they threw a tomato at us. They took the tomato thing real.
What may be considered normal in America is straight up degenerate in other countries. Next, this chick gets fired for being blatantly disrespectful on TikTok.
Go 90 miles an hour. You can't. You can't do that. So get away.
The since-deleted TikTok was created by Federal Way police officer Brianna Strauss, who said it was a public service announcement for other drivers.
PSA to everyone out there. I'm speaking for myself, but I'm probably speaking for a large majority of other officers out there. If we're driving on the freeway in our police car, get away. Get away.
In the 38-second clip, Strauss tells the viewers, quote, "I can go 90 miles per hour. You can't." She also says officers will find a way to pull someone over.
If us officers stay behind you long enough, we can find a reason to pull you over. If you merge and we follow behind you and we merge too, you're probably in trouble. Best way to find that out is get away.
In a statement to local media, the Federal Way Police Department said in part, quote, "We have viewed the social media video posted by Officer Strauss and can assure you that it does not represent the core values and practices of our police department."
She deserved it. just like the group of nurses in the next clip who thought it was a good idea to behave disrespectfully online.
The ick is when you come in for your induction talking about, can I take a shower and eat? What?
My ick is when you ask me how much the baby weighs and it's still in your hands. Dad comes outside and asks for a paternity test right outside the room door.
Saying you don't want any pain medicine, no epidural, but you are at an 8 out of 10 pain with just a Cervidil, and you're still closed, fingertip.
When we've already told you to push the call light, but every 5 minutes, your family member coming at the front desk asking for something else. Excuse me, can I have a blanket?
Another ick, when you're going room to room between one baby mama and your other baby mama.
Oh, no.
Ick.
Say that. It's the unlimited trips to the nurse's station for me.
I'm glad to say all 4 of them were fired. Let me know what you think of this next one.
Really a lot of men out here that are attracted to women, but they don't actually like women.
Well, yeah, there's a simple reason for that. You women have created a dating and mating marketplace that is purely transactional. For a very long time, y'all have loved what men can do for you financially, but you didn't like the men themselves. How long did you think that was going to happen before men started treating you the same way? I mean, sure, they'll roll around in the hay with you, but they don't really like you because they know you're using them.
The most you've done for a man that wasn't your man. Bought him skincare products that cleared his acne. He found his confidence and left me.
Seems like all she was good for was clearing up acne, but this next chick goes full psycho because a man refused to give her $200 to pay her bills.
I got 30 for you.
$200.
I don't got $200 for you, shorty. Who you now?
I'm not somebody. If I fuck somebody, I wouldn't be
Right, exactly, bro. What you just say? Say it again. Say it again. Say it to the camera.
I'm not fucking. If I was I wouldn't be with you.
Right. So what the? You not buddy? I'm not giving you no. You not. I'm not giving you no.
But you're at my house. You want to come with me? You got your
Bro,
own
you
shit. I got my
guys,
own
bro,
shit.
listen,
You want to
listen,
with me to
listen.
suffer? You
I'm
can't
cool.
take the right bill.
I'm cool.
You
I'm cool.
ain't
Cool.
that's
I'm not
crazy.
at all. I'm not. You don't got a. You don't got
It don't even make no sense.
I don't got for you. I got $30. What's $30 there? I got $30 for you.
That woman is definitely for the streets. Now, this next clip actually has some valuable info on prenups that I didn't know.
Done probably hundreds, if not thousands, of prenups over 25 years. I think there may be 5 people that I did their divorce after they had a prenup.
Really?
Yeah.
I think people need to hear that again.
I think that, yeah. So I've done hundreds, if not at least 1,000 prenups in 25 years. I probably do 2 or 3 prenups a week. So I do a lot of prenups. Most of my colleagues do a lot of prenups. And I've never asked my colleagues this, but you know, usually when you do a prenup, you have a good relationship with the person by the time it's finished. It's a transaction people feel good about. It's a divorce. Sometimes you finish a divorce and the person's like, oh my God, I never want to see you again because you remind me of this really dark chapter. But prenups, it's usually a very friendly transaction. It's positive.
This is surprising to me. So people who prenup tend not to break up. Yes, that rhyme.
Yes.
Yes. I think many people will be very surprised to hear that.
I think it's self-selecting. I think the kind of people who can have a conversation that you need to have in order to discuss and negotiate. And again, there's another term. I don't think it's the right term, negotiate a prenup. Negotiate gives the impression it's like you're buying a car, you know? Like the kind of people who can have the conversations you need to have in order to have a prenuptial agreement, I think are the kind of people that are going to be successfully married, period.
I agree with the point. It shows you don't care about money if you're willing to sign one. But this next woman was asked if she thought she was a catfish, and wow, she was definitely salty about the answer.
You're a catfish or not?
I mean, no, I'm not a catfish. Definitely not.
Say what?
Yeah, you're right. I'm not a catfish. Absolutely not.
Yes. I like the conversation, so we're going to go up to random people.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
So we're going to go up to random people and ask them whether you're a catfish or not.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Say
Bring
no
it on. Come on.
Fucking up. Definitely, man. She's not even a cat, let alone a fish.
Are you mad? The funniest thing, you're a frog. Yeah, you got a green jacket on. You're a frog. Yeah?
Get the jacket.
Yeah, you're a catfish.
So she's a catfish? Oh, 100%. No, it's not the same person, bro. So what would you rate here? What would you rate in person?
Watering,
you see? The catfish is coming to life.
Getting upset, guys.
Yeah. So what would you rate it here? What would you rate in
Obviously,
person?
in
here, I'm rating it an 8. Strong 8, 9. 8, 9. Do you get it? Yeah? But in real life,
maybe, do you know what? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know, it could be a bad day. But it's a 7 right now.
I'm actually having a very good day.
But that's not even too bad. I've gone from a 10 to 7. Like, it's not. It's just that, it just don't look the same as the picture.
Men thrive when they cut ties with dead weight. Now this next bimbo is straight up delusional. Let me know what you think.
I have no idea, not a clue in the world how expensive it is to be a woman and also how time consuming it is. I'm there talking to my guy friend who is a bit clueless, let's be honest. And I'm like, oh, you know, like extensions are like $2,000 every couple of months. Botox is like $600. That's like every couple of months. Like eyelash extensions, that's $150 to $200 every 2 weeks. Nails, that's like $100. Then
does this individual actually think that the majority of women spend that much money on their appearance? Goodness.
there's also skincare, which is so important to like invest in. And he just like could not like fathom how much money we spend.
Let's correct that. How much money women who choose to spend money on those types of things spend. There are those of us that actually do decide to remain natural, and obviously we're saving a lot of money.
And time, like it takes so much time.
Yeah, no. I think I'm fairly safe in saying that a lot of us women out there don't spend hours upon hours every day and thousands of dollars a year trying to maintain our appearance. And anyone that does decide to do that, I truly hope that you're doing it for yourself and nobody else. But please stop trying to tell men that that's what all women do, because that's absolutely not true.
She might be speaking facts, unlike this next woman who follows, who just makes zero sense.
Call out my own party, but the young girls on the right promoting this like trad wife bull. I just want to make sourdough for my husband. Let's bring some other things to the table besides sourdough.
Like what? A nasty attitude and a high body count? As a conservative, you're claiming to promote traditional values. Where do you think these traditional values come from? Because you're crapping on the very women living a biblically traditional lifestyle, sacrificing a career, taking care of her children, staying at home, and submitting to her husband. You, on the other hand, are a self-proclaimed feminist that's pro and pro-LGBT. You're literally everything that traditional values are not. What's sad is that Fox News and many other conservative organizations give her a massive platform to subvert the message away from our Christian moral foundation. That is so tough.
Modern women are getting more and more delusional every day. Just like this next chick who went to work dressed provocatively, then couldn't understand why she got fired.
I just want to know, do I look inappropriate for work? My dress code is a polo and dress pants or jeans, no rips. I'm dressed appropriately. However, I was called into the office because I don't have the right body shape. I cannot help my body shape. I got a verbal because of my body shape, and I was told I need to wear bigger clothes. I don't appreciate being body shamed. I'm being body shamed. They don't know what I went through in my life and the trauma that I went through to have to deal with being body shamed at work. All I want to do is work. And I'm not being dramatic, but you pulled me away from doing my job to tell me that I have the wrong type of body to wear the clothes that I'm wearing. I have on regular dress pants. And your excuse was the men in the tire shop and the boys keep stopping and looking at me. That's not my fault. You don't know the type of hell I had to go through my whole life just for how I look. You don't know what type of mental trauma I might have from having to be misunderstood.
She knew exactly what she was doing. Next up is a woman who's downright unhinged and probably needs medication.
Christy, what you doing, girl? Sit up, girlfriend.
I'm disabled, so sitting up is impossible, Kendra G.
Okay, well, I apologize. Christy Houston, 40 Aries, disabled, no kids, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
This is Chris Brown.
Say again?
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown for what?
That's the man I'm looking for.
To play his music?
Girl, is that why I'm on this dating show? Chris Brown.
You're calling me because you want to date Chris Brown? So, if Chris Brown is not an option in real life, are you okay with never having anybody else?
If Chris Brown isn't an option in my life, will I date any other man in the world? They gotta prove to me they better than Chris Brown. Prove to me, because that's how valuable I am as a person. If I choose Chris Brown and you think you better than him, prove it to me. Prove me you better than Chris Brown, and I may consider you.
My question is, are you on drugs?
No.
Have they prescribed drugs to you that are like painkillers that, I don't know, might make you hallucinate at times?
Okay, so the only man I want is Chris Brown, right? But you're asking me, do I want to waste my life on a desire for a man that I may not get?
No, you're not gonna get. It's not a man. Chris Brown becoming your boyfriend absolutely will not happen in this lifetime.
Hopefully she was just trolling, because if not, that's just crazy. Much like this chick who went on a rant after leaking sensitive healthcare information and then couldn't understand why she got fired.
To be the one to come on here crying, being a Debbie Downer, being negative, but it makes it so hard to actually create content that is actually good, content that is actually going to help somebody or show somebody of why starting digital marketing is such a great idea, because all my mind can focus on are these feelings. To the person that sent that video to corporate and got me fired, thank you. And I know that everybody is going to see this video too, and that's okay. I'm not going to say anything wrong. Did I realize that what I was saying in that video was going to lead to this? No, I would have never done that. But it seems like with my life, no matter how hard I try, I end up shut up.
Stop making dumb choices, lady. It's that simple. Next, we've got a woman being straight up disrespectful toward her husband.
Still stand by the fact that my husband is the ugliest man that I've ever met 5 years into our marriage.
Oh dear. Well, that's nice, isn't it?
If you are single right now, it's because you want to be attracted to your partner.
And what exactly is wrong with that?
And that is just not realistic.
Wow. It must be pure magic being married to someone that thinks like that.
I don't know how many times women on this app are going to have to say it. Find an ugly man and marry him.
I have to wonder, you think their husband knows they think that way about them?
And I'm not talking about a guy that just needs a little brush up, okay? I'm talking about a terminally unattractive man.
Terminally unattractive. Right. I wonder if they're referring to their own personality.
I sleep with an eye mask at night so that I have time in the morning to mentally prepare before I make eye contact with my husband.
I think he could do better.
But here I am, married, and you're not, so who's laughing?
I think quite a few of us are laughing, especially those of us that understand that just because a person happens to be married doesn't make them any better than anyone else, as we have just seen demonstrated.
Following her, we get a look into the harsh reality of working from a US-based call center.
It's like working for a USA-based call center in Trinidad.
Customer care, Jada speaking. May I please have your first and last name?
Customer, is this the United States?
No, sir, this is not the United States. This is Trinidad and Tobago. How can I assist you today, sir? This is Trinidad and Tobago, sir. How can I assist you today?
Content creator Bonnie Blue has had her Australia visa cancelled after concern about her schoolies' plans. Bonnie had planned to travel to Australia to with 18-year-old boys in order to make OF content, but it's reported by Daily Mail Australia that the Department of Home Affairs cancelled her visa on Thursday. They say she had voiced plans to undertake paid work, which is illegal under the conditions of her visitor visa.
The lengths some women go to for content is mind-blowing, and saying that doing OF isn't selling yourself? The law doesn't agree. Now this last clip is just insane, a therapist acting completely out of control.
Okay, since some of y'all need the confirmation from mental health professionals, if you want to be you want to go it out in the streets, be in the streets, but definitely be safe about it and try to find people that are reasonably sane. But other than that, YOLO, shake that open, because you know why? Because you know why? You're gonna die. And you want to be in your deathbed, like, damn, I should have slobbed on this nut. Like, come on, you want to be there? No. You want to tell your grandkids, yes, I was in. I was popping. I was living my life. Because you know why? You're going to die. So if you're thinking, should I sit on it? Sit on it.
Oh, say less.
Sit on it. Sit on it. I'm a strong advocate for being a I shape this for the spirits, for the gods, for the universe, to manifest the things that I want in life. However, have not been able to manifest somebody with some common sense. Well, hello. It's your friendly neighborhood therapist who thought she could save these but got her job terminated as a result. Do not, I posted a video on Monday telling men that their dusty behavior is only harming them and that they would benefit from emotional intelligence, and I do not, by Friday, didn't have employment.
Society is already very difficult for Black people in general. And for people to call into question saying that I hate Black men is asinine to me.